Hey, good evening. My name's Ryan. I wanted to make a quick video for everybody in talking about politics online and in life about China. There's a big misunderstanding amongst a lot of Americans about where China's at right now, and they're an utter mess. They are not a rival to us in many ways. Their population is not nearly as high as they claim it is. There's differing estimations from outside observers trying to estimate through different ways, such as energy imports or salt consumption. But there's nowhere as many people as they claim to have. Their demographics look awful. It's a really old population. They're not rich yet. There are rich Chinese. There are extremely rich Chinese people, but they're few and far between. Most Chinese people are poor. They don't make much. Their housing market collapsed, and that was the main way most people invested their income, because there are so few ways that they're allowed to by the CCP. And because of the inflated housing bubble that they had, you had most families in China, multiple generations, taking all of their savings, their entire life savings, and any credit they could get, and putting it into buying an apartment that was poorly made, tofu dreg construction style, for their only child they were allowed to have because of the one child policy. And now everyone thinks that the Chinese are going to go to war with us and send their only children who or have all of the family's wealth invested into them into a loan that they paid the down payment, and now the kids got a loan for the next 60 years or whatever to the CCP, or they take the house that everyone invested in. They've had all sorts of financial collapses. Half their businesses have shut down. Companies have fled left and right due to the tariffs, deglobalization, and some other things going on internally. The Xi is not liked at all by most people. COVID was an absolute disaster, and still is. I mean, it's just the country's been shell shocked. It's a shell of itself. Their cities are half empty. Their factories are empty and quiet. You have millions and millions and millions of kids every year graduating with advanced degrees that are doing delivery jobs for pennies, for nothing. China's a wreck, and you see it this week. In a bid to consolidate power, possibly due to unpopularity, Xi has been canning and killing high-level members of the CCP. He has fired most of the generals in the CCP, the high-ranking generals. There's very few of them left, and almost none of them have any combat experience. He's fired them all. Which apparently possibly led to a coup a few days ago. I suggest you watch Lay's Real Talk to see more about what's going on in China right now, because it's interesting. But China's weak. Doesn't mean they're not going to invade Taiwan. In fact, that might be why they invade Taiwan. But they're weak, and it's not particularly where most Americans should be focusing their energy towards. I recommend looking more internally. I think America's biggest problems right now are the Democrats, and the second biggest problem are the Republicans, sadly. But we've got a real problem in our government, from our local governments to our, from our cities, counties, state governments, all the way up to the federal government. We've got a lot of real problems. I do think we should defend Taiwan because of their place in the world, because they made themselves extremely useful. We need computer chips. So I'm assuming we're going to protect them, and I think we should. But I don't know if China's even going to try to invade. They shouldn't. They'd be foolish to. They're weak. Their military's weak. They don't have the experience. Uh, their people don't like their leader, and certainly don't want to lose their only sons to a war against the United States, against their government that will kill them for nothing. So don't spend too much worrying about China right now. They have levers they can pull. They can cause problems. A war with them would not be fun. It's not something that we want to happen. But they're not the biggest threat to the American people. They're really not. Don't let the news or politicians tell you otherwise. It's just not true. Russia is a paper tiger. India is a third world country. It's not that these countries are helpless or anything like that. I don't, we should treat them with respect, and they're large, and they have rich and powerful people, and they have bombs and guns and boats. But they're not our biggest problem. We do have a pretty impressive military right now. So, which Iran is about to find out. It looks like. We'll see. But don't be surprised. We've got a lot of firepower right now looking at Iran. And I hope we do it well. We've made mistakes in the past. I hope this isn't we're going to flood the country with our boys and leave them there for the next decade or two. That would be a bad move. But if the government makes good choices, this could be a good thing. The Iranian people deserve better than the government they have. So, hope that all goes well. I'll be saying a prayer for the Iranian people again today. Markets are crazy. Definitely don't expect the economy that you have known for the last 5 years or 10 years or 40 years to be the economy of tomorrow. Things are rapidly changing. I'm going to do a video about that soon. Tune in, hit all the buttons down below. But things are going to get rocky. And I think everybody needs to be thinking about trying to make good choices, working in a positive direction, doing things to improve their situation, learning new skills, trying to make the country a better place. You can't ignore what's going on politically, but you also need to be improving your situation and your ability to handle what's coming, because there's some wild times likely coming no matter what happens. Whether it's economic shocks, war, civil unrest, trade wars, who knows? There's lots of things in play right now. So be smart, make good decisions, and get ready for things that you maybe never thought you'd see, because they're coming. Be well. Take care. God bless. Peace to the peaceful.